Pinterest Success Stories. Discover what works for other businesses on Pinterest. AllRecipes.com. As the world's largest digital food brand, AllRecipes reaches a global digital community of 30 million aspiring home cooks who discover and share everyday food inspiration. They make it simple for home cooks to connect around shared food experiences. Their principal goals are: grow the AllRecipes community, make it easy to discover recipes and videos, send high-quality traffic to allrecipes.com. And this is how they do it. Driving traffic with the Pin It button. Leading up to the busy holiday season, AllRecipes wanted to make sure they were the first place to go for anyone planning a meal. They added the Pin It button on each recipe page after noticing a big surge in referral traffic from people on Pinterest. They also designed a new page template where the Pin It button is above the fold adjacent to recipe photos and videos, which made it especially easy for community members to share recipes. AllRecipes saw dramatic results. Within 3 months, more than 50,000 recipes were pinned, resulting in 139 million Pinterest impressions. And clicks on AllRecipes Pinterest content increased more than 900%. Quote, "Since we added the Pin It button to our site, we've seen a significant increase in the volume of recipes and videos shared daily, resulting in dramatic boosts in the daily social referrals AllRecipes receives from Pinterest. This makes our content more discoverable, which grows our community." End quote. Using email marketing to drive pins. After seeing such positive results from adding the Pin It button to their site, AllRecipes learned that community members were excited to share their food inspiration. To make the sharing process easier, they featured Pinterest in their marketing emails distributed to more than 6 million monthly subscribers. The emails featured images from popular pins and included strong calls to action, including "Follow AllRecipes on Pinterest" or "Give it a repin." Pinterest targeted marketing had a dramatic effect on engagement, resulting in more traffic to AllRecipes. In less than a week after the release of the Scoop newsletter, the number of clicks to allrecipes.com from Pinterest increased 4 times. Repins and likes of the featured images increased by more than 3 times, and reach grew by 2 times. Fostering a community of AllRecipe All-Stars. An active group known as the AllRecipes All-Stars has contributed to AllRecipes' success over the years. All-Stars create great content, encourage sharing, and help build the AllRecipes community. To recognize these influencers and make them feel comfortable on Pinterest, AllRecipes conducted special sessions to help the All-Stars learn and get excited about AllRecipes on Pinterest. They knew that if they got the All-Stars excited, others would follow. Quote, "We were committed to continue our growth, and we knew we needed to activate this influential group on Pinterest. The training program was a great success. They were excited and sharing best practices with each other. The chain is this: Pinterest has inspired us, we've inspired them, and they've inspired each other." End quote. ArchDaily.com. With the ambitious mission of improving the quality of life of the next 3 billion people that will move into cities in the next 4 years, ArchDaily is always looking for opportunities to deliver even more relevant content to their fast-growing readership. Their principal goals are: help readers discover more content, learn about audience interests, increase readership and engagement. And this is how they do it. Surfacing content with Pin It buttons. ArchDaily provides a tremendous amount of useful and needed architectural content, and they want to ensure this content is easily discovered by as many readers as possible. To do this, they integrated the Pin It button across their site and into the email newsletters they regularly send to their readers. Quote, "ArchDaily is like an iceberg, with tons of useful knowledge under the surface. Pinterest allowed our readers to resurface this knowledge, creating our own curated streams, resulting in endless perspectives about the buildings we feature every day. Because of its network effects, we were able to multiply the amazing work that our editorial team does in curating and presenting content." End quote. Using boards as audience research tools. ArchDaily also wanted to better understand their readers' interests, so they followed many of them on Pinterest and began to understand what was the most important to them. They used those findings to craft boards like interiors and offices, and to guide how they organized content on their own site. Quote, What's fascinating about Pinterest is that it allows readers to engage with our content at an atomic level. Because they pin and organize various images into collections, we study these collections and understand how we can better organize and package our own content. That type of insight just isn't available with other platforms. The sections on our site that had corresponding boards on Pinterest saw a traffic increase of about 6%. Those boards provided a new channel of communication with our audiences and allowed us to discover new projects and firms to feature on our website. It takes less effort for us to drive more traffic using Pinterest compared with other social platforms, and we have more fun doing it." End quote. Etsy.com. With over 800,000 online shops and 15 million one-of-a-kind items, Etsy is a force to be reckoned with in social commerce. Their principal goals are: authentically showcase Etsy's brand, increase sales for Etsy's community of sellers, use insights to inform content sharing strategy. And this is how they do it. Showcasing Etsy's brand on Pinterest. The Etsy team was drawn into the visual nature of Pinterest as a way to showcase items for sale in the Etsy marketplace. Over time, they've invested more in shaping their brand presence on Pinterest. Their editorial team posts new pins daily to Etsy's boards, drawing from Etsy items as well as content from other sites, inspired by what's trending on Pinterest. Etsy also launched a guest pinner program to bring in different points of view and engage the community in content sharing on Pinterest. Etsy invites pinners ranging from Etsy sellers to popular bloggers to brands like Martha Stewart Weddings Magazine. Weekly guest pinners use group boards to show off trend-setting finds. This brings fresh perspective to Etsy's boards. Drive incremental traffic and sales. Upon observing that their customers were pinning Etsy items onto Pinterest, the Etsy team added the Pin It button on each item listing page on Etsy.com. The Pin It button makes it easy for Etsy shoppers to pin items while browsing the site. Items pinned from Etsy also come with attribution, ensuring that each pinned item carries a shop's name and that the details contain the item name and price. This helps pinners understand that the item is for sale, just a click away, and ensures that the seller gets recognized. Adding the Pin It button was huge for their sellers, and important for them as a company to recognize and promote the individual shops that make up their marketplace. Learning what customers want. Rachel Ball of Elephantine is a seller on Etsy who specializes in modern, minimalist jewelry. Inspired by the visitor traffic her online shop receives through Pinterest, she pins her new products to her boards as soon as they're listed for sale. She pays close attention to user engagement through metrics like user pins, repins, and likes of her products, all cues as to which styles resonate most with her customers. Rachel uses these insights to help inform others of her product planning. Since she began using Pinterest to help promote her shop, average views per week have increased by 22%, and sales per week have increased by 20%. Quote, "My Pinterest account encapsulates the kind of lifestyle that pairs well with my jewelry. I don't produce lookbooks, as many other jewelry designers do, so in certain ways, my pins are a lookbook for my brand." End quote. GoPetplan.com. Petplan is not your typical pet insurance company. They take great pride in fostering a brand that focuses on pet health through high-quality content and exceptional customer service. Their goal is to enable communities who want to provide the very best for their four-legged family. Their principal goals are: provide pet owners with tools to care for their furry family members, attract new audiences through compelling and relevant content, establish brand leadership in the pet health space. And this is how they do it. Promoting relevant pet health content. As a premier source of pet health content, Petplan was looking for a way to visually showcase their expertise and convey their brand personality. After researching the pet topics trending on Pinterest, they began creating boards with compelling images from their popular pet health magazine, Fetch. Over time, they expanded into specific educational content such as the Health Tips and Breed All About It boards. Within a few months, Pinterest became Petplan's second highest source of social network referral traffic, generating 69% more page views and 97% greater time on site than Twitter, and rivaling the performance of Facebook. Quote, We saw the great success in being able to attract people to our brand with general, broad-reaching content. Our success went beyond our direct community. 2 months after creating our Pinterest presence, social media delivered included Petplan on its list of top 20 companies on Pinterest. End quote. Engaging new customers on Pinterest. Did you know, in the US, only 1% of pets are insured? By comparison, this number is closer to 30% in the UK and as high as 50% in Sweden. Petplan wanted to increase the awareness of both the availability and necessity of pet insurance. Through a series of tactics like adding the Pin It button to their website, including Pinterest follow buttons in their email footers and social campaigns, and optimizing site content for Pinterest, Petplan attracted a massive following of new pinners interested in their pet's health. The following quarter, Petplan saw an 87% increase in new site traffic, a 35% increase in page views, and a 12.5% increase in insurance quote requests. Quote, "We put in effort to increase followers who are interested in animal welfare. By leveraging Pinterest to create the desire to connect with a brand that is passionate about pet health, we are not just helping our business continue to grow at an explosive rate, we are also helping advance the well-being and health of dogs and cats in North America." End quote. Building a strong pet health brand. With only 1% of U.S. pets insured, Petplan isn't simply trying to capture market share by differentiating itself from competitors. Petplan seeks to grow the market in general and emerge as thought leaders and innovators who are driven by passion and supported by smart, sustainable, strategic planning and execution. After less than 9 months of building a Pinterest presence, a Google search for pet health tips yields a Petplan pinboard within the first 3 results. Our early successes on Pinterest provided us with the opportunity to show our passion for pet health. Sephora. With more than 250 brands and 14,000 products, Sephora boasts one of the world's largest and most diverse selections of beauty products. Daily beauty inspiration is their specialty. Their principal goals are: make it easy to pin from Sephora.com. Use email to encourage Pinterest engagement. Encourage clients to pin their beauty shopping lists. And this is how they do it. Sephora makes pinning easy as 1, 2, 3. In early 2012, Sephora noticed an emerging beauty trend. Pinterest users were regularly saving their favorite beauty products and inspiration onto Pinterest boards, and many of those images were from Sephora. As a result, a growing number of potential clients were discovering Sephora products on Pinterest and visiting Sephora.com. To help improve the discoverability of their brand and make it easier for their clients to save and share their favorite beauty products, the Sephora team added the Pin It button to tens of thousands of product pages during a major website redesign. Sephora coordinated the introduction of Pin It buttons with the Sephora Color Wash campaign, aimed at helping pinners get acquainted with their site's new look. Pinners participating in the campaign were encouraged to find and pin color-coordinated beauty treasures on Sephora.com, giving them more opportunities to use improved site features like search and navigation. Within a few short months, Pinterest became a top 10 referring site for Sephora.com. Quote, "Sephora and Pinterest were a natural fit together for beauty aficionados. We wanted to increase the awareness of our brand and bring Sephora into their daily Pinterest lives, so we made it even easier for our clients to do what was coming naturally." End quote. Connecting with pinners through email. Marketing emails are one of Sephora's primary client engagement programs. Naturally, they wanted to experiment with ways to use email to drive pinning activity. In addition to regularly including links to their Pinterest account in email footers, Sephora also creates Pinterest-centric emails and enables people to pin products from directly within the email. To help drive a more connected experience with Sephora's Pinterest profile, they create new boards that reflect the design of their emails, such as the Color Blocking board, which appeared in a fall 2012 email. Pinnable emails result in significantly increased pinning activity for the products featured. The color blocking email generated more than 14,000 repins. 2 of the most repinned images to date were featured in a Pinterest email that went out to their entire client list. In the month following the first email campaign, Sephora also saw 60% growth in traffic from Pinterest. Quote, "We realized that clients are busy and don't always have time to immediately purchase products from our emails. We wanted to make it easy for them to save for later if they saw something they liked but weren't quite ready to buy." End quote. Sephora creates a shoppable experience on Pinterest. With nearly 140,000 followers and 2,500 pins, Sephora knows what their beauty community wants. By using Pinterest web analytics to observe the kinds of content that get the most pins and repins, they have come to learn which content will be popular with pinners, such as beauty lists, color swatches, and face charts. One particularly successful strategy is the use of boards to store it lists. These are curated by Sephora staff and make it easy to highlight authentic favorite products of Sephora staffers, as well as any special product tips and tricks. Sephora clients can pin these products to their own lists as favorites or later purchases. Sephora's focus on sharing their beauty expertise has resulted in nurturing a highly qualified audience. The average Pinterest follower spends 15 times more money on Sephora.com than the average Facebook fan. Quote, "We get asked quite often which are our favorite products. Until now, there wasn't an easy or scalable place to share the story of our staff's it lists. We wanted to share our expertise and encourage clients to save their own. It helps them remember which products they are interested in and makes it easy for them to find them when they are ready to shop. This has become one of our most followed boards. Based on our success with lists so far, we are now looking to create even more ways for us to share lists like this to continue our engagement with our pinners." End quote.